ASMONGOLD reveals why Billie Eilish is receiving a lot of backlash.
Reason why they're beginning to hate Billie Eilish is because she originally was talking about how bad capitalism was, and then everybody was like, okay, well then why are you pushing all this stuff with like Uno cards and trying to sell stuff? If you think capitalism is so bad, why are you engaging with like these big companies? And then after that, she's saying this too. So I think people are beginning to hate her, which I'm glad for. I'm very happy for this. I want there to be a negative consequence for pushing these bullshit ideologies.
That's funny. Like, ASMONGOLD is free when he speaks about such kind of topics. But my point is that Billie Eilish does not have these kind of political ideas, how the world works and stuff. So giving your opinion on such kind of topics is bad. If you don't have so much information about something, you don't have to give your political opinion on everything. She's a musician, she's an artist, so she don't have to give her opinions on such kind of topics.
Well, Billie Eilish, who probably can't spell the word mom backwards, she has officially effed around and found out. At the Grammys, Billie said no one is illegal on stolen lands. Well, the Tongva tribe just hit her with the reverse Uno card by putting out a statement. Let me read it to you. As the first people of the greater Los Angeles basin, we do understand that her home is situated in our ancestral land. Eilish has not contacted our tribe directly regarding her property. Billie, you better have the moving trucks ready. The Tongva tribe, I don't think she was expecting them to have Wi-Fi on the reservation and that they were going to put out a statement. But if what you said is true, Billie, you gotta move out, or at least gotta let them in. Apparently, Billie Eilish's home is worth about $14 million, so maybe she can cut them a check. Maybe she can write the tribe a check, because I am tired of the virtue signaling and the BS from all of these degenerate, low IQ celebrities, okay? You're all a bunch of idiots. You get on stage, you say everybody's illegal on stolen lands. Well, you effed around and found out, because the people who had that land, they're coming for you, Billie. These celebrities like Lady Gaga, Billie Eilish, Bad Bunny, they want criminals running amok on our streets, but then they want to live in gated communities with armed guards and security. Even the Grammys had walls around it and security checkpoints. You had to show an ID to go into the Grammys. I'm sorry, we're going to ask for IDs when people come into our country. And I'm going to say this next part without reservation, pun intended. I'm probably sitting on stolen lands right now filming this video. You might be watching this on stolen lands, but unlike these celebrities, we don't jump from one trend to the next. Okay, first it was Black Lives Matter and George Floyd. They got bored with that. That was a scam. Then it was climate, right? But then Leonardo DiCaprio realized, oh, I want to fly around the world on a private jet with my 22-year-old girlfriend and also drive around in a big gas guzzling car, so we can't really do climate. Now it's ICE, okay? Now they're going to come down on the side of illegal migrants and criminals. Did Billie Eilish make a statement when Laken Riley was murdered? What about Jocelyn Ngari? What about all of these countless young women who have been brutalized by gang members coming up through the border under Joe Biden? Have they made statements about that? Remember Selena Gomez? Remember when she was crying saying, all my people are getting attacked, all my people? Did she open her doors? Did any of these celebrities open their doors? They've got 20, 30 rooms in their homes. Did they let them in to do, couples massages and do Soul Cycle together? No, they didn't. Billie Eilish, you're an idiot. Selena Gomez, you probably got your GED at Disney Channel University. I don't take any of you seriously, and I also miss when award shows were fun. Okay, Lady Gaga used to show up wearing like a pastrami sandwich and a ribeye on her head. Okay, was PETA saying anything? Were the animal rights people saying anything? No, you used to be able to have a little bit of fun and be a little hooty tooty and crazy. Now these celebrities want to get up on stage and pat themselves on the back, and they've lost all influence. Nobody cares. So Billie Eilish, I wish you well. You better call up Cher and see if you can borrow that Bob Mackie headdress, because it sounds like the natives are coming a-knocking. Watch out, Billie. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for liking and following. Bye.
British are just following trends. They don't care about the natives or the immigrants or anyone. They're just following trends, okay? Like, no one is illegal on a stolen land, they say. From whom was that land stolen? The Native Americans. So if the land was stolen from the Native Americans, so it shall be returned back to them, right? But they don't care, okay? These natives are even making fun of Billie Eilish, and she's not letting anyone in. She don't talk to them, yet she wanna claim that no one is illegal. So they're just following trends. Their lifestyle is different from the normal people. That's how it is.
One is illegal on stolen land is actually the equivalent of adult brain rot. Like, it is the most low IQ argument ever. And I was guilty of it too, okay? When I was on the left, I used to scream that shit with my whole chest. But let me explain something to you about the people that have this mentality. The Venn diagram of people who say that no one is illegal on stolen land and also say that white people are colonizers is a circle. Okay? And when you break those two arguments down, they are directly contradictory to each other. See, let's think about this for a second, because no one is illegal on stolen land is the basis of their argument for why we shouldn't have borders and shouldn't enforce our immigration laws. But if we stole the land from the Native Americans to begin with, then why are we the ones that get to decide who gets to immigrate here now? Shouldn't that be up to the people that you are claiming that owns the land, which is the Native Americans? Which brings us to the argument that white people are colonizers and that we stole the land from the Native Americans, even though we bought a lot of the land, but I digress. So your argument is that we're the colonizers, that we stole the land from the Native Americans, but instead of arguing that we should give the land back, you're saying that we should now be the deciders of who gets to colonize it now? But at the same time, even though the white people are the colonizers, if no one is illegal on stolen land, then technically we have a right to stay here too, by your logic then, right? Like, do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And I think that the real root of this problem is that people are trying to apply 2026 logic to like an 1800s situation. Conquering land is how people created borders in that time. I understand that in 2026, we have rules, we have governments, we have laws. That's how we create borders. But in 1800s and before that, that's not how it was. In fact, before Christopher Columbus and all of the white settlers came over here and conquered the land, the Native American tribes were conquering the land from each other. You can have your feelings about whether you agree or disagree with how things were done back in previous times, but at the end of the day, that's the way things were done, and you have to accept that. So no, the land was not stolen, it was conquered and bought. And yes, people can be illegal on land that has a sovereign border. That's not racist, and it's not fascist, and it's not authoritarian. It's common sense.
Well, I disagree with you. It was stolen, but it was stolen back in the day. It was historically stolen. But it doesn't mean it's still stolen today. It's like the laws are different from back then. So it doesn't mean we have to continue to steal. And also, I disagree with Billie Eilish too. Like with that, the idea is that, what do you call it? She said no one is illegal on stolen land. Well, if it is stolen, it shall be returned, right? That shall be the case. If she's arguing about stealing, if she's arguing about the thing that is happening today, immigration, if she wanna connect the historical conquest and the present day immigration, if she wanna connect it, well, it has no connection with it. The stolen land was stolen from the natives, so it shall be returned to the natives. If we're talking about historically, it has no connection. You understand? The historical conquest and the present day immigration have no connection. So if it was stolen historically, it shall be returned, or otherwise it shall continue as it is, rather than saying it shall be like it shall not be illegal for the immigrants to go there and settle there and start their life there. So that's how I understand it personally. Anyways, these things are a bit complicated. Anyways, that's it for now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Write down your comments. Till next time, peace and blessings. Goodbye.